In the last video, we created this sofa and its different parts. You can see that. So now the next thing that I want to do is to join these all together. Let's say if I want to move this sofa, it could be like hard to move it like this. You may end up, let's say, missing some parts, right? So it can become tedious. So for that purposes, we want to, let me enable my screencast keys. Yeah, so for that purpose, we need to join these to something or join these together so that when we move our sofa, whole of the sofa moves along with it, and not like this where something gets left behind. So yeah, how can we do that? So in Blender, there are two ways we can join things. Like first would be very obvious. We can use the command Control J. Let's say I want to, let's say, select everything and press this sofa last and press Control and J. This will join everything together and it will make this it will also make it a single mesh, right? In edit mode we can view these, but if we come back to our sofa leg, you can see we have a problem. So why is this happening? Well, let's undo it first. Yeah, so the problem is when we want to join something permanently, we need to make sure that all of these objects are carrying the same modifier stack. For example, this one is carrying mirror modifier. So since we are mirroring it on X and Y axis, and rest of these are carrying sub D modifier. So for this to work, if we want to make this a single mesh, we will have to apply mirror modifier first and then make sure we add a sub D modifier on it, because otherwise it will get squished. Because when we join something, let us say this is part 1 and this is part 2, and we intend to join this part 1 into part 2. So whatever modifier stack this one is carrying, part 2, so all those modifiers will also be transferred to part 1. So, and whatever modifiers this one was carrying, those will be let's say made null and void. So we will have to keep that in mind. So for this to work, we will have to apply mirror modifier and then make this sub D ready and then join everything together. So that is sort of destructive for the time being. We don't need to do that. Second method is what we want, and that is parenting everything to a particular object. So when we move that object, that particular object, whole of this sofa or everything that is parented to that object will move together. So in our case, that would be all of this sofa and its parts. So how can we do that? So luckily we use this empty to, if you remember, we use this empty to influence the scale of our mirror object on X axis. So we will use this to parent everything and move our sofa all together. So how can we do that? It's very simple. Let's in a view where we can see all of our sofa, select everything and then select our empty and the object that we want to make the parent, select it last by pressing shift. So now to make a parent-child relationship, the parent-child relationship, I didn't explain it further. So it's basically a simple, you can say a relationship. If we make all of these parts child of this empty, this will become a parent. So wherever this parent will go, these child objects will follow along. So that is why we need to parent it. I will show you what I mean. So since we last shift selected our empty last to make it the parented object, you can see it is highlighted in a different color than rest of these objects. These are let's say dark orange and this one is lighter orange. So now I know this is my active selection or last selection. I will press Control P and make parent to either object. This is giving us option set parent to object or object while keeping transforms. So we will use this second option, set parent to object while keeping transforms. This means any other transformations that these parts are carrying, they will keep those transformations together and will not be influenced by our this parent's transformation. So let's choose this second option, and now you can see there are invisible lines that are going into this empty. This means we have made a parent. This means this empty is the parent and the rest of these are child. So let's select this empty. Let's see if we did it correctly. Our whole of our sofa and its parts should move along with our empty. So let's check it. G, move our sofa empty anywhere in the viewport. You can see our sofa is moving along with it. And best part, if I want to rotate it, I'll just need to rotate my empty and all of the parts will rotate along with it. You can see like this, and we can also scale these this sofa. Like if I'm just scaling my empty and everything else is getting scaled all together. And best part, if we go into this side panel and we checked our scale for individual objects, their scale will remain the same. So but whatever we did for this empty. Let's undo it. So yes, so that is the beauty of doing this. This is a non-destructive way, and you can see I can still access all of these objects individually, which is amazing, because they all are carrying their own individual modifiers. And best part, I can add or remove any modifier or even physics properties, and they will still be parented to this empty. And another thing that I failed to mention, I think I didn't mention it before, best part about using these empties, these are not rendered in your final viewport. So when we will render this, we will only render this sofa and its parts in their entirety, and this weird axis plus sign, it won't be visible to us in our final render. So that's it for this video.